Greetings! In this video I'm going to share some of the key archetypes of Tolkien's genius and how you can use these to actually activate your own inner gifts. So this is a deeper exploration than the typical hero's journey type of book or film analysis. So if you have a resonance with Tolkien and especially his masterpieces like Lord of the Rings, and you've wondered why they really connect so deeply, then I have a really fascinating and empowering series of videos to share with you. So my name is Quinn and I've been a fan of Tolkien since, I think basically since the films first came out when I was 14-15 years old. And actually my friends and I used to play characters from Lord of the Rings on the Somerset levels while we were at college. This was in the southwest of England. So, they were a source of great inspiration for us at that time in our lives. And they actually supported me personally through some very tumultuous times, let's say, and many people have also found a similar kind of theme. And so I've actually now developed a deeper understanding as to why that was the case. So I've been studying a profound body of work called the Gene Keys since 2016, so almost 9 years now. And the Gene Keys are this framework for exploring the spectrum of human consciousness. And they offer this guide map for our unique field of genius. And so this is beyond intellectual genius, but rather archetypal expressions of the living intelligence that flows throughout life. And so we each have a unique Gene Keys profile, which you can create for free using the link below. Okay, so when I created Tolkien's Gene Keys profile, as you can see on the screen, I was actually really excited to see these archetypes actually being the core pillars of his genius. This is a profile based on his birth data. However, this is a very different system than traditional astrology, but I'll talk more about that another time. However, just for some context, this is called the spectrum of consciousness. And you can see that there are 64 gene keys, and every gene key has a shadow expression, a gift expression, and then a siddhi, or the divine expression, or the divine essence. And so this gives us a really broad spectrum of human experience. So this is like a neurolinguistic map for understanding our experience of life. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of what's called Tolkien's 4 prime gifts. And so this sequence makes up a sequence in the gene keys called the activation sequence. And so we'll start right at the top. So this is the sphere of his life's work. So here Tolkien has gene key 38 as a line 4. So this is the shadow of struggle, the gift of perseverance, and the siddhi of honor. So just looking at those themes on a surface level, we can actually see that those were clearly themes of Tolkien's own life, but also he wove those into his storylines, especially with Lord of the Rings. It's really this journey of perseverance through many of the different characters. But when we look at these words for the gene keys, the shadow, the gift, and the siddhi, those words are really doorways to whole new dimensions of meaning. So beyond the everyday use of the word, these words have a resonance and a correspondence to a whole field of experience. And so it's through contemplation that we can really see how these qualities manifest in our lives. And in this case, we're going to look at how these manifested in Tolkien's life. And this also carries this essence of the highest warrior code. And so that's really relevant for Tolkien's brand of truth. He's here to bring this brand of honor down to the earth. So this is his life's work, which is all about his creative expression and the journey, how he's here to refine his character through that archetype. And then the sphere of the evolution. This is our core growth edge. And so Tolkien here has gene key 39. So this is the shadow of provocation, the gift of dynamism, and the siddhi of liberation. So this is all about transforming energies that would normally provoke us, or how we may normally provoke other people, into dynamism, into creativity. And so this can be a very catalytic key as well. So Tolkien's creativity, his dynamism, actually has catalyzed creativity in a whole host of other people across the world, even after his life. And so he has a legacy of dynamism, which has catalyzed this liberation in many different people. And so both of these keys had line 4, which is all about sharing his heart with the community and having that influence in community. So certainly carries a storyteller kind of quality, a line 4. So then we move over to the sphere of Radiance. So this is all about his inner light or vitality. So here we have gene key 48, so line 6. This is the shadow of inadequacy, the gift of resourcefulness, and the city of wisdom. So the shadow of inadequacy is kind of like this fear of the unknown, or the fear of not being supported by life in some way. And so it's kind of like a survival type of energy whereby we may hoard resources or not put ourselves out there because we don't feel that we are able. Whereas when we open up our heart and learn to trust life, we can then access this inner well of wisdom from within our inner being. So resourcefulness is understanding how we are connected to the living matrix of life, and that we have this source of wisdom from within. And so the highest expression of wisdom is this divine feminine essence, which is revealing the mysteries of existence itself. And it's really trusting in this unknown to reveal how just artifacts or wisdom or intelligence flows through all of existence, and how we can really tap into that through trust. And then right at the bottom, when I saw this as Tolkien's purpose, I was really pleased because it's such a coherent manifestation of his destiny. So his deepest purpose of his being is to embody this city of Valour. And the subtitle for Valour in the big Gene Keys book that Richard Rudd wrote is A New Age of Chivalry. I really feel that that's a clear demonstration of his destiny to bring through this new vision. This is line 6, which is all about this visionary transmission holder from his cellular intelligence to bring through this new vision of Valour. So this is the shadow of control, gift of authority. And I really can feel how through, for instance, Lord of the Rings, the story there really demonstrates Tolkien's understanding of this archetype with the one ring to control them all, is really demonstrating that kind of shadow. Because whereas the gift of authority is a new form of leadership, it's all about leadership from the heart. So rather than kind of a hierarchical, tyrannical, top-down type of leadership, this is leadership through trust and fellowship. And we can really see characters, especially Aragorn, gradually over time kind of built that trust, and also he stepped into his authority. And Valour itself, many of the different characters, especially through the fellowship, acted through Valour in many different places throughout their journey. And so it was really cool to see that as Tolkien's purpose, both in his own life, but also being this transmission holder for this new age of chivalry and valour. So I'll be creating a deeper dive video for each of these gene keys and spheres, because each different gene key, each line and each position, so each sphere, has a different archetypal meaning. So there's quite a lot to unpack and explore. And so I just hope you found this initial introduction intriguing and inspiring, and I really invite you to continue this journey. So please do check out the links below, as you can create your own free Gene Keys profile, and also you can check out my own work at Gene Keys Quest. And also, please like and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated for watching my latest releases. And so thank you so much for watching, and thank you again.